Alright. So last night, in the last video, which I'll piece these together however which way. I haven't figured that out yet. Anyway, got the Xtremes on. And windows up. Still nothing done in the car. The car is a stock car. Stock GT, performance pack. Right off the bat, last night from a cold start, it was about the same as the sports. It was a different tone. It was a little more high pitched. So I knew it was going to be different as soon as I pulled out of the garage. But I didn't take off like crazy last night until I got out, on the road, because it was dark. It's loud. It's but not in the way that I feared that it would be. I thought that it was going to be like this overbearing, just NASCAR loud thing, which is what I was afraid of, and that wasn't true at all. It's a higher pitched, more exotic sound. So the sports are already kind of exotic. And when I first put the sports on the car, but older Mustangs have always had, H pipes and stuff like that, and then never had, an X pipe before, and certainly not a double X. I don't know if there's a difference, but the way they sound, but whatever. Of course, double X is a unique thing. Anyway, they're all tracking that information already. Anyway, so pulling out, it was even more exotic than the sports. It was a higher pitched tone, so it had a lot more volume. And then, but it wasn't bad by any means. Didn't scare me away from it or whatever. It's not, to each his own. So it's maybe it's not really my cup of tea yet. I don't know yet, but anyway, it's a very popular exhaust system. They sell the shit out of them. And so if it sucked or if it sounded like crap, then they obviously wouldn't sell them. Nobody would buy them. But people do, so it tells you that it is a good system, and I'm telling you that yeah, it is. So don't let it. If you had to pick one or the other, if you want a mellow, deep tone for just everyday living with and not upsetting your neighbors, go with the sports. If you want something that's going to be a little bit more in your face, aggressive, then get the Xtremes. I've now learned this. I would probably go back to the sports just because it suits my lifestyle a little bit better. But now I know. But anyway, that's pretty much it, I think. But as far as it's carrying on with the tone versus the sports, so the sports, they got loud, but they didn't. To me, they kind of kept the same tone. These things are different. So it's completely controllable. I've been driving around with, so they've been on the car for, 1 day. Anyway, so windows up, just driving around. They're only a little bit louder than the sports, which is a good thing, because I thought that they were going to be just this crazy stupid thing while you're driving around. If you're driving around normal, they're the same. Idling is louder, and you can kind of hear it, individually. You know what I'm talking about. Low, a little bit more than the sports. Sports got really quiet once the car was warmed up. These, even when the car is warm, I can hear it from outside the car, and obviously while I'm driving, sitting still or whatever. And the reason I'm talking so much is I'm trying to get off of Fort Campbell, and traffic is stupid. Anyway, so I like them. It's a good setup. Wide open throttle, I haven't done it, but a couple of times, because it was late at night and now I'm at work and everything. And then I'll attach another quick video from inside the car, what it sounds like under wide open throttle, somewhat, because the way I'm gonna go home right now, it's 45 So you do anything over about 50, especially on the roads out here, military town, you're asking for a little bit of trouble. And then, as stated, that there will be a separate video, nothing but exterior stuff. My wife did take a video clip last night of me driving away, and it sounded really cool. Anyway, but on the wide open throttle, from what I know so far, what I've done so far is it's exotic. I tell you that. It's loud. It's a little bit more high pitched. Not necessarily in a bad way, but you do hear this. It's kind of raspy. It's not as dumbed down. I don't know. It's not bad. Anyway, and it's not NASCAR loud either. It's, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, and I'm the only human alive on planet Earth that was afraid that it might be too loud. It's not. I was pleasantly surprised. But anyway, so if I had to rate both systems, I'd give them both 5 out of 5. Build quality, ease of installation, everything. It's just the packaging. I mean, they're expensive systems, and you're getting what you pay for. And the sound signature is different than most things out there. Anyway, and the tips themselves, the exhaust tips you can adjust them, because they attach separately. They're not welded onto the muffler itself, and that's awesome. And also, leaves you the opportunity to replace with a Roush balance or something else later on for quad tips, which Corsa sells. A little bit pricey, but they look really, really good. But if you're paying a ton of money for the catback itself, what's another couple $100 bucks? Wow, that's a lot of traffic. I'm just not gonna go that way. Oh, I have to. Let me close the other down. Anyway, so I will pick this up in a minute. Alright, recording. Alright, so we're just out driving around now. And I'm going to get up to some speed a little bit. Just stay quiet. You guys can kind of listen. So we'll start with the windows up. So that was about 3,000. As soon as I can... Man, I start recording and the traffic just comes out of fucking nowhere. So I've never done a review on anything before. So this is my first time doing a review on anything, putting on YouTube or whatever for the world to see. So it's not filmed the best. I'm sorry. I don't have any cool high-speed cool guy stuff, whatever. But at least somebody's doing this review. And I think that I'm the only one that is going to be doing a review so far on using a stock GT on both systems. There's another guy out there that did them, but it used long tubes and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm trying to make it somewhat detailed, even though it's gonna be fucking long as hell. But so right now I am in 5th gear and I'm going 40 mile an hour. Windows are up. It's peaceful. It's not bad. You can hear it back there. Hear it gurgling a little bit, but it's not. It sounds kind of like the Sports. Just that little bit of slight difference in tone. Drop 4th, still 40 mile an hour. And then, of course, this guy's gonna stop. third gear. So it's not bad. It's definitely not bad. It's louder. I know it's gonna be loud as shit outside of the car, but inside of the car, it's just not too much to worry about. It's really not even that. It's loud, but it's not like I said, it's not NASCAR loud. So a lot of the reviews kind of made it seem like it was going to be a substantial difference, and it's not, which is a good thing. So still in traffic, and then now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll down the windows, and then you can hear what that sounds like. Oh, and it gurgles down when you decelerate. It's pretty sick. Wait, anyway, sounds good. That's pretty much it. Got a little squirrely, but whatever. It's a great car. It corrected itself. It certainly wasn't me. I suck at driving. 40 mile an hour, 5th gear. And you heard what all the rest of it sounded like. So.